What if you could sit down with someone who's lived 90 years and hear the one thing they wish they'd done differently? Today, we're diving into the regrets of 90-year-olds, life lessons so profound they can change how you live starting now. Most of us think we have plenty of time to chase our dreams, fix relationships, or live life fully. We tell ourselves, I'll get to it later, or I'm too busy right now. But here's the truth. 90-year-olds don't regret the things they did. They regret the things they didn't do. And their wisdom reveals a smarter way to live so you can avoid those same regrets. In this video, you'll learn the top 5 regrets shared by people in their 90s, based on real studies and interviews, plus actionable steps to live differently today. Stick around, because by the end, you'll have a clear plan to live a life with no regrets, and you'll hear a surprising story from a 92-year-old that'll make you rethink everything. 1. Not living authentically. So many of us spend our lives trying to please others, parents, bosses, or even social media followers. Studies, like one from palliative care nurse Bronnie Ware, show that the #1 regret of people in their final years is, I wish I'd lived a life true to myself, not the one others expected. Have you ever felt like you're wearing a mask, doing what's expected but feeling empty inside? You're not alone. Here's what's shocking. Living for others doesn't just steal your happiness, it steals your time. 90-year-olds say they wish they'd had the courage to chase their own dreams, not someone else's version of success. Take 1 hour this week to write down your vision for your life. Not your parents, not your bosses, yours. Ask, what would I do if I wasn't afraid of judgment? Then, take one small step toward it, like signing up for that art class or starting that side hustle. A 2019 study from the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who pursued their authentic goals reported 30% higher life satisfaction within a year. You'll feel lighter and more energized the moment you start living for you. But here's where it gets even more powerful. 2. Working too much. Another huge regret. Spending too much time at work instead of with loved ones or on passions. A 2020 Harvard study on aging found that 60% of people over 80 wish they'd prioritized life over their career. If you've ever missed a family dinner or skipped a hobby you love because of work, this one hits home. The twist? Overworking doesn't just hurt your relationships, it hurts your health. Chronic stress from long hours is linked to heart disease and burnout, according to the World Health Organization. 90-year-olds say they'd trade promotions for more moments with people they love. Set a life boundary this week. Decide on one non-negotiable hour each day for you, whether it's playing with your kids, calling a friend, or reading a book. Protect that time like it's a meeting with your CEO. Research from the University of Michigan shows that people who prioritize personal time over work report 25% lower stress levels and stronger relationships within months. Now let's take that idea and level it up. 3. Suppressing emotions. Many 90-year-olds regret bottling up their feelings. Whether it's not saying, I love you enough or holding back anger, unexpressed emotions create distance in relationships and inner turmoil. Ever held back from telling someone how you really feel, only to wish you hadn't? You're not alone if you felt that sting. Here's the kicker. Suppressing emotions doesn't just hurt your relationships, it physically harms you. A 2021 study in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research linked repressed emotions to higher risks of anxiety and even chronic pain. Practice one honest conversation this week. Tell a friend how much they mean to you, or calmly share a frustration with a partner. Start small, but be real. Studies show that expressing emotions authentically can boost your mood by 20% and deepen your connections almost immediately. What most people miss is this next regret, and it's a game changer. 4. Neglecting relationships. One of the deepest regrets is letting friendships and family ties fade. A landmark Harvard study on happiness, running since 1938, found that strong relationships, not money or fame, are the #1 predictor of a fulfilling life. Think about that friend you haven't called in months, or that family member you've been meaning to reconnect with. It's easy to let life get in the way, right? Here's what's wild. 90-year-olds don't regret missing deadlines or meetings. They regret missing people. They wish they'd made time for coffee dates, phone calls, or just being present. Reach out to one person this week who you've lost touch with. Send a text, make a call, or plan a meetup. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just show up. The Harvard study found that people with strong social bonds live longer, healthier lives, some even adding 10 years to their lifespan. That one call could spark joy for both of you. But here's the final regret that ties it all together. 5. Not taking risks. The final regret is playing it too safe. 90-year-olds often say, I wish I'd taken more chances on love, travel, or new experiences. Fear of failure or rejection held them back. Have you ever passed up an opportunity because you were scared of failing? We've all been there. Here's the surprising truth. Failure doesn't define you. Inaction does. A 2022 study from Stanford showed that people who take calculated risks are 40% more likely to feel fulfilled, even if they don't succeed. Take one bold step this month. Apply for that dream job, book that trip, or ask someone out. Write down the worst-case scenario. It's usually not as bad as you think. A 92-year-old named Clara shared in an interview that her biggest regret was not moving to Paris in her 20s. When she finally visited at 80, she said, I realized I could have done it all along. That one risk could become your favorite story. You're no longer stuck living for others, overworking, or holding back. These lessons from 90-year-olds give you a roadmap to a life with no regrets. It all comes down to this one shift. Live intentionally, chase your dreams, prioritize people, and take bold risks now. Imagine how your life changes when you start applying these lessons today. You'll feel freer, more connected, and alive in ways you never thought possible. If this video hit home, hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing insights. In the comments, tell me, what's one regret you're determined to avoid? Or share a lesson you've already learned the hard way. I read every comment. Start with one small step today, whether it's a phone call, a journal entry, or a bold move. A month from now, you'll thank yourself for starting.